Hello, good to have you with us here on Focus on Africa from BBC World News. Is Somalia on the cusp of a new era of prosperity and opportunity? The United Nations Secretary General says that after decades of conflict and instability, the conditions are now in place for it to become a success story. Now, he was speaking at an international gathering here in London, and Somalia's president was also there, saying that his country has a golden opportunity to put its troubled past behind it. The BBC's Mary Harper has this report.
The great and the good assembled for the third London conference, the latest in a long string of high-level gatherings that have tried to sort Somalia out since it collapsed into chaos 30 years ago. Delegates promised that this conference would be different, more than a talking shop, that Somalia would never again return to its terrible past.
Well, I see international conferences as a process, not a product, where you deliver something right away. You agree on a set of procedures and set of steps and policies, an agreement to be implemented over a period of time.
The conference pledged to help Somalia take responsibility for its own security, more resources and more joined-up training for the army and police. Now Somalia has outsourced its security to more than 20,000 African Union troops, US drones, foreign advisors and private security companies. This conference has made ambitious commitments: a new security plan, one person, one vote elections in 2021 and a new deal for the economy. But delivery will be difficult, if not impossible. The worst drought in living memory didn't feature as a headline topic at the meeting. But delegates called for more international help and said they were fully mobilised to avert widespread famine. Mary Harper, BBC News.
Well, Mary joins me now. Mary, I know that you've been speaking to the president as well, but let's start with the conference. Obviously, Somalia government really trying to push that investment will come to good and that prosperity is on the way.
Yes, I mean, that is a bit of an ambitious desire, but at the same time, in spite of the numerous security challenges in Somalia, there are already lots of foreign investors there, particularly Turkey has been there since the first 21st century famine in 2011. It's running the port, it's running the airport, and there is a lot of economic activity, even in a city like the capital Mogadishu, where you have bombs going off left, right and centre. So it is a sort of interesting combination where you have a very dangerous country, but also one with massive economic potential, and a lot of foreign investors are already coming in, and obviously the Somalis want more.
You've obviously been speaking to, as well as the president, the Minister for the Economy, haven't you?
I didn't speak to the Minister for the Economy, no, I didn't, I'm afraid, but I did speak to the President and I did ask him about economic issues.
Okay.
As you know, Somali's culture are traders. They know how to do business. And we have entrepreneurial spirit. And that's why this country has been successful in businesses since the collapse of central government 27 years ago. And that's the last institution standing at this time in economic and business sector. Well, the government, first of all, to establish a policy to promote investment, foreign investment to come to the country. But first we have to deal with the security situation. But we cannot only do security alone without economic development, because they both work hand in hand. So we will invite foreign investors and encourage Somali diaspora to come in back to Somalia and invest their homeland and to be part of the reconstruction of the country.
So he's talking about encouraging people in the diaspora to come back and be part of the reconstruction of the country. But I mean, how much is it changing? Conferences like this happens every year. This is the third one, isn't it? Have things really changed?
Well, they are changing little by little, but in a way Somalia might take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back almost simultaneously. Now we have a new government, a new president. There's a great international effort to try to kind of seize that opportunity during this honeymoon period of a new government. But this has happened before. Conferences have been and gone, new presidents, new governments have been and gone, and still the situation for most people in Somalia is desperate. Now there's a terrible drought. Children and parents and livestock are dying, and with all the will in the world, the fact that, you know, people are still dying at this time in the 21st century of hunger and diseases related to that is quite shocking.
All right, Mary, we're going to have to leave it there, but always good to have your insight. Thank you.